Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to On Loose Lines. Just have to do one thing. Anyone that's watched these shows will know that I never have everything organised, and I do apologise. I thought I had most things sorted out prior to going live. But anyway, welcome back. And please, I encourage people to get involved in the show. We've plenty to talk about. A bit of a different show tonight too. We've got Michael Dumesny going to be on site, online. Sorry. So please, he's going to talk about the huge meeting at Wagga. Got the what I look at. So if anyone wants to know, so I don't actually hide things. That's set up for the Riverina Paceway, and that's set up for publication. So basically, yeah, people see I've got computers and stuff like that. Also have the phone in my hand. Definitely have a camera issue, but we should be right tonight. I'll let you know if I'm running short on time, but we should be good to go. Something just does something funny every now and then. So yeah, please get involved in the show. Have some fun when you log on. It's a serious show, but it's a show, I suppose, to highlight harness racing. That's what it's about. What's coming up. Not everything that I say, not everything that I do is correct. But yeah, we want to make sure we can get the message out there. I'll be able to see Anthony Fanning is already watching. There's no one really knows the show is on, although Michael did do a little post for me, which is good. Right. It's been a huge couple of weeks, of course, with the yearling sales. Huge couple of weeks, huge month or two, almost drawing to an end. We have got the nutrient sale on the 12th of April. And I can tell you right now, I've been out there checking out a few of the horses. Better make sure the audio is working, but I think it is. So we'll just make sure. But yep, it is all working. Yeah, we've checking a lot of yearlings out as we go around. And seen some beautiful horses, so please make sure you're aware of it. I will touch on those with Mark Hughes when we come up to it a little bit later on, but there's 161 lots to go under the hammer. Easiest way to do it, I'll actually do it this way while you're watching. Just go to the Google, so go to Nutrien, standardbred.com. You can see it up there at the top. It comes up in my search engine. Click on that, click on to upcoming sales, or you can come down here and it gives you all the relevant information, because the final sale is Melbourne. Join us at Nutrien. Sale starts 11 a.m. on the Sunday at William Inglis. Parade is 12 o'clock the Saturday, the day before. 161 lots to go underneath. Vicbred vouchers are accepted. Be aware of that too. Vicbred vouchers are available for the Platinum and Vicbred Pure horses, so you can use those vouchers. If you've been lucky enough to win one or more, you can use those as well. Sustain your horses eligible for the Nutrien Classic Race Series for 2 and 3 year olds, bidding registrations, and here's the link. So there's two ways you can get to it. Click on that and go to the Melbourne link down there, or click on it just here, and you'll be able to, actually, I might go back 1 second, because that is the little brother's gammy leg there. I just saw that out the corner of my eye. I think that's Jackson in front and Mark Barton in front there. So the boys are actually doing some work, which is actually pretty good of them. So yeah, so that's pretty cool anyways. But so either way, it doesn't matter which way you go to it. And then you can use any means you want to search and look for horses. You can go through size, you can go through dams, you can click on the following. So that obviously means that we'll go with the first horse, Aldebaran Major, for Aldebaran Farms. You can actually click that horse onto your follow. So you just, I can't do it. And I can't do it, unfortunately. Can't show you how to do it. It's got nothing to do with my passwords or things like that. I have to actually have that computer logged in. But effectively, if you click on that follow, that horse will then continue to stay up there. So you can go to that. So that's one of the other search bars. We'll go back here to the menu. So that would click up. So when you clicked on that, any horse that you're following will come up into there. But unfortunately, I've logged in on a different one, and it has to stay that way. It does a little job, this computer. Doesn't do a lot. It's actually only a very little computer, but does a good job. Sires. All the sires are represented there. There is 46 stallions from the best right through. All the horses are represented, magic numbers. Saw a Bettor's Delight colt today for Lee Miles and Alison Alford. You ask Ali, I can say, beautiful colt. I've seen the Perfect Sense colt, and I've seen the Bamako Marley colt. So seen all three of the Bettor's Delights, but yeah, did happen to see one there. Art Major with 8, American Ideal with 2, all bets off with 1. But any of those horses, EL Titan 9, one of my great supporters in Yabby Farms. So, yep, use all those search bars. And I will be touching base with this, with Mark Hughes, as we go a little bit, get a little bit closer to that the day because, well, no, touch with Hughesy tonight. We'll also Mark Barton. I'll be in Wagga on the weekend, so look out. There'll be probably an interview or two coming in around that. So I'm not just going to have a quick look. So I'm going to highlight the Riverina Paceway with Michael Dumesny very, very shortly, and I'll give Michael a call in a sec. I'm just going to see if Wagga fields are actually up yet. My internet's very slow. The streaming part's fine. For some reason, I think it's HRA. It's slow. Like I've clicked on that and it is taken forever. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit. All I've clicked on is fields too. Heaven forbid if I want to try and play a video. But yeah, so it will go on there. Well done to the Terang Harness Racing Club. No, Wagga's not up there yet. It's a long weekend, so there's plenty of meetings that are coming out all over the shot, of course. I'm not sure if Victoria raced Friday or not. I don't know how many meetings. There'll be someone racing Good Friday, maybe not. Should do these things beforehand. Jack O'Callaghan, hello my friend. Hopefully I'll see you very shortly. I haven't booked me tickets yet, but we will hopefully. Maddie Brooks, Peter Curry, hello to you guys. So yeah, well, thank you very much for tuning in and having a bit of fun. And that's the idea of this show, is to tune in and have some fun. This internet's going to drive me nuts, but I'm just going to quickly see if we do have a Good Friday meeting. Someone out there would probably tell me beforehand. This probably would have told me it this way. Saturday. Oh, hang on, we've got to go to the end of the month. Yeah, Stall and Cranbourne on that night. That's right, it's a dual code meeting actually at Cranbourne. Very remiss of me there. Gloucester Park and Hobart. So plenty of racing on Good Friday. The world has changed. We once upon a time used to have days off from the hustle and bustle. We don't have that anymore. Tell you what I'm going to do. We'll get Michael on. I want to get people involved in the show. We'll give him a call and we'll have a little bit of fun with him. But we'll be talking about the Riverina Paceway and a few other things that did happen. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Get daydreaming. And then probably try to go doom scrolling. I actually remembered where his phone number is too, so got to get onto that. Plenty happening. Big shout out to Scotty Robinson too. Well done, Scotty. Robbo. We might touch on that a bit closer when I speak to Mark Hughes, but that's going through. So hopefully.
Hi. If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
It might ring. It did this to me before. And it might come through, it might not. It's not going to come through.
G'day, Paul.
Michael, how are you, mate? You had me a bit nervous.
Good,
there.
mate.
You had me a bit nervous there with that start of your intro.
Nah.
Had me a bit windy. I was like, and I can hear myself in the background, so you just got to turn the audio down. Oh, you didn't realise about the 40-second delay either, did you? If you're watching it.
No.
There's lots of little tricks that happen with these things. But thank you very much for joining me, mate, for a start.
Yeah, no worries, Paul. No worries at all.
Big couple of weeks coming up for Wagga, or big month really coming up for Wagga. But been some great racing, full stop through the Riverina and Bathurst and right through. It's pretty exciting, full stop, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really in a good time of the year. I guess it kicked off with the Carnival of Miracles there at Menangle, and then right into the Carnival of Cups at Penrith and on to Bathurst and now to Wagga. So yeah, no, a really good time for harness racing, and I'm really excited to head down to Wagga this weekend, and then obviously with the nutrient sales there at the end. Nutrient sales races there at the end of May.
Yep. So you're going to be making a few little roads there, and hopefully the petrol prices will drop. We won't worry about that. We'll control what we can. We can't tell the governments what to do, that's for sure. But hopefully they can. But we will both be there. You'll be the MC. And fair to say, Michael, you enjoy being an MC and having a little bit of fun. Would that be fair?
Yeah, no, I totally love it. It's sort of when I finished up with the race calling, it was something I still wanted to do. I obviously have my interest for Harness Racing New South Wales and working with Daily Telegraph in media, and then just obviously Wagga's been a really good to myself and looked after me over the years, and just wanted to return the favour and head down there and do the carnivals. And I love getting down there. Great people, and just you walk into the barn and you know everyone there. It's just a really good.
Yeah, but you also have a fair bit of fun. You've got the dash-down race to cover off on. You've got a few other things to cover off on. You don't mind having a bit of fun out there, do you?
Yeah, no, that's one thing that I really do enjoy. I was only saying to someone today they had it's the mini dog races this year, but they had the race and then it's booming, and then by the last race, unfortunately, no one there. But it definitely brings a crowd along to the trots for them. And, you know, I do a little bit of emceeing here and there at some local meetings around here, and the crowds aren't where they need to be or where you'd like them to be. When you get to be in front of big crowds like they attract there at Wagga, it definitely makes the night go a lot quicker and a bit more fun.
It does, and we've got to have fun, and I think we've got to make sure that people come and have a bit of fun as well. And I think that's what it looked like at Terang the other night. There are the other nights too, like Bathurst the other night, where it is historical and a regal night, and we want to make sure we touch on those. Just how are you related to Tony and John Dumesny? How are you related?
John? Yeah, so I'm the youngest grandson of Nancy and Stan, who were my parents, and then so I'm Craig's boy. So Craig is John, Tony, Bruce, and Janine's youngest brother. So so that's my connection. Nephew to John and Tony, and been very lucky to be. I sound like I'm the stud now, but very lucky to be bred into a family that harness racing and really had no other option but to be a part of it. We've been going to the trots since we were kids and always had an involvement, whether it be through the stud or through racing horses and stuff like that. And then when the opportunity arose to come into the media side of things, I took it with both hands. Probably haven't taken it as far as I would have liked, but it's just a good sport to be around. And Tony, John, my old man Craig, and Bruce, who passed, Janine, have all had an impact on the game. And it's just great to be following the footsteps.
I think it's one of the great things. It's also one of the scary things. When you go to New South Wales, and I noticed Brad Steele's on there, it's a little bit like New Zealand. You've got to be very careful who you pick on because big families and all seem to be related. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair because there's offsprings of the Dumesnys that don't necessarily have last name Dumesny that are in the game, and then my other side of the family, they're in the thoroughbreds. So my grandfather was a caller for many years in the thoroughbred side of things, and he was a life member of a heap of track out west here in New South Wales. And then my two little girls, they've got no but to be in the game either because their mum, all of her family are harness racing people. So it's we're all in it tight in a way.
That's it is cool. It's one of the good things about it. I know I interviewed Matty Harris. I called in there. He sold a horse through the Sydney sales and called into his property. And he's a great man. I'm sure you've done a few things with him, but he's a great man. But then he turns around and he says about how lucky he is to be here. He pointed to this tree up on top of this hill, and he said that's Hancock's hill there. He said that's where all the Hancocks almost come from, and it's all in this Riverina area. Like he's close to Junee, close to Wagga, and it's a pretty amazing little part of the world, isn't it?
Definitely, and then when you look at Cameron Hart, he goes back to the Hartley family, so you wouldn't think through his mother that you'd have that relationship to the Hartleys who are famous in the game down there, and Trevor White. It's I love going back through the history tree of a lot of the people in the history, and as part of my role with Harness Racing New South Wales and doing the media, it's one thing, and then you've got the Hewitts, the Turnbulls, it just goes on and on. It's awesome, yeah.
Mark Barton, I actually don't know if Mark, it might have been actually Cam's father, Mark Hart, sorry.
Yep.
He might have put it up Christmas dinner, it was actually at Bardo's place, but 6 Group 1 winning reinsmen in this.
Yep.
In this picture, yeah, like a lot of people turn around and say Bardo's got no interest, no involvement. Alex Smith, hello to you, Alex. Been a while since I've seen him. Geez, mate, you can pull a crowd, I tell you.
Try my best.
But Bardo, yeah, like everyone says, he doesn't have a lot of. And here's this Christmas photo, and there was 6 Group 1 in Group 1. Peter McRae. I can't think who else they were, but yeah. But anyway, Bardo.
There would have been. Yeah, there would have been Peter McRae, David White, Cam.
Yep.
I'm stretching now to try and work them back with the family tree, but it's just I'm very lucky. My old man has been around, and my family around the game, so they're like an encyclopedia. John the same. If I ever need any of that, I just go straight to them, and they'll run you back about 4 or 5 stations. So that's actually, the involvement's pretty impressive.
That's cheating having John and even Tony. You know, like I had a quick chat with Tony at the sales. Mate, we got way off traffic. We're meant to be promoting their Wagga. Who cares? That's what I do on this show. But you could sit there and talk to Tony for a long time. The history. I did stuff up the first interview, did it the second one, and I reckon I could have done another 4 just quick ones. I'm looking forward to. He did tell me I could sit down with him and have a good chat at some stage. And if you know him, he's not that big on the media, so I am looking forward to doing that and just finding out a bit more of the history of the breeding and that. But yeah, John as well, and he's always been great with his time. I just wouldn't ring him, but you've got it. You just ring up and say, "Hey, Unc," and away it goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's got no choice. Or I'll make the kids ring him if he doesn't answer me. So, but yeah, no, it's. I'm very lucky to have that. Yeah.
No, just quickly, Bathurst, Michael. It's a time-honoured meeting. It looked a great meeting again. The horse racing was just phenomenal. Some terrific winners, terrific prize money on offer. It was just a great night, wasn't it?
Yeah, you sort of sit back going into the meeting and think how things can sort of play out and situations. I was so happy to see Robbie Morris and Benny Setri get that Group 1 with Birdsong. She's been the benchmark filly in New South Wales. The pressure of Rob drawing gate 9 and all of that. Just when he went over the line, you could just see that pressure valve explode out of Robbie's hands with the salute. But that was an awesome story. And then Will Rickson, I was actually speaking to Adam Hamilton over the weekend or after the Gold Crown, and we went back through the history. I think Will is the first of the Turnbulls to win a Gold Crown. I'd have to go and have a look at the honour roll, but that's an amazing effort to consider how big the Turnbull family name is there in Bathurst. And Jeff Webster's horse was sensational. And I thought Matty Craven's horse and the horse that was up also were really, really good runs. And then Emma Stewart and Cam come out and do their thing in the 3-year-old. So, yeah, no, really good carnival overall. And the Bathurst Club, hats off to them. It's not easy getting horses paid up and having them series. So no, it's just an institution and glad that it's going as strong as ever.
That's actually a little interesting little stat you produced there. So Steve has never won one.
I'd have to go back and have a look. I'll probably be corrected, but I don't think so off the top of my head. I know him and Amanda won a tiara with Pixie's Parlour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd have to go back and have a look at the honour roll. But I know they've won plenty of Shirley Turnbulls, but the Gold Crown, I think it just might be a race that has eluded them. But I may be wrong. If anyone out there has the answer,
they will.
Yeah, tell me. But I think Will was the first. Yeah.
I think when Nathan won I was lucky enough to be at Menangle when Nathan won the Derby a few years ago. We Better Be the Best. That's his name, I think. Was it?
Better Be the Best.
Shuby Palace horse. Yeah, and Steve told me he'd never won a Derby. Not one of the big ones. And I was like, wow. So there are some amazing achievements that do happen, and we go from there. Now, Mark Hart has actually put a comment on. Okay, so Mark's been listening. Don't know why that hasn't gone on my feed. It should have come up, but it might just be a bit of the delay. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Matt and Jim Harris, David White, Dave White, Cam, Pete McRae, Trevor, Group 1 winners in the White family. So, forgot about Trev and the Evergreen. So, so It's pretty amazing, actually, isn't it? And
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Matty Harris, like a lot of people forget about him as a driver, but for some reason that comment didn't come through. I'm not sure why, because it has come through on my Facebook feed, but not onto the comments on that. I might just have to refresh that and maybe it'll come up. But anyway, that's okay. But yeah, so thank you very much, Mark, and good to see that he's retired, but not forgotten, I think would be the best way to put it, because he's being a part of the industry still with his Twitter accounts and things like that, so he's keeping a pretty good eye on it, and he's very parochial. He loves his boy, and rightfully so. So and hopefully hopefully his daughter's going terrific as well, because she's been having some tough times. So
for sure.
The other one I did want to mention to you, although beaten, actually from Wagga, let's give Mataranka a bit of a rap, Dennis and Joe Howe and the girls, because they did breed Willow's Girl. I think they went there expecting to get a Sweet Lou winner. And maybe Willow's Girl was a sneaky little one, driven by Cam, but didn't happen. But Hollywood Strip, although beaten, geez, he was awesome. That was a ripper race, that race. I mean, he over-raced, he got himself a little bit off-footed early on, but geez, it was a great race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it can be a funny track like that. Bathurst horses you would think would make ground off that corner, but sometimes just when they put the foot down, which the leader did, Mick Stanley put the foot down, and Brad was sort of out there 3 and 4 wide, and he's never had to do that, the horse, in a race conditions. I still think he was really good, Hollywood Strip. He's going to be a superstar into the future. It was sort of I know it was a $100,000 race, but Brad sort of, from an outside looking in, used it as a bit of a trial to sit up on him and see what he did have. But he was awesome. He's a really good horse. I think Yachty is a real horse for the future. It was a massive run. As long as he can stay sound, and that, I think he's going to be a really nice horse, and eventually probably could be one out of that 3-year-old class that goes on, and I think he can be a real player going into the future. But both horses, and take nothing away from the winner, Brooklyn Dan, he was awesome too. So
he was.
It was probably the race of the night. Yeah,
I think it's one of those great races, because I've seen a few people say, why would Bernie Hewitt come off? He backed his horse. He had a horse that he backed him, and he said, I'm good enough to sit outside these. And I think apart from Brooklyn Dan taking his spot, and maybe he underplayed a couple of the others in the field, but geez, he knew he had the other boys covered. He thought if he dictated the race, and that's what he did. So it was pretty awesome. So Bernie's always been a believer in his horse's ability, and he drives his horses accordingly. You never die wondering with Burns. So I think he done the right thing for what he wanted to get out of the race. So it's a massive run. No, it was indeed. And Birdsong, Benny Setri and Mel, they've got a Airbnb, and it's actually called Birdsong. Didn't know that until I did the Ealing videos, but so pretty easy part there. So no, definitely. Right, let's go to, must have been the 20th, was it? What? No, couldn't have been. Must have been last Friday, the 27th. Is that right?
The 27th,
yes.
Heats, yep.
I got myself a bit confused then. So for Wagga, firstly, these were terrific heats. They were run early in the day, caught a few people unawares, I reckon, but terrific heats. Been able to watch a couple of the replays. The first race, Sanchez, Wardan, Buddy. It was a very interesting race with a couple of the, I suppose, more fancied runners dropping out, mate.
Yeah, I thought Sanchez was a deserved winner. He was dead set beat. I thought Wardan Buddy had him, had his measure all the way up the straight, but just sort of didn't go on with things, which is very unlike an Emma Stewart trained horse. But he was good, Sanchez, to his credit. I know that Jack's always had a rap on him, and the camp have always had a rap on him, and he just got that right run, and when the others didn't run on, he was the one left there in front. I thought Mildred and Barney run on well, and I thought the runner Seasider was good to get into fourth. So it's a really interesting final that. Sanchez is obviously going to draw well again. If I had to take one out of the race, I like Seasider for some reason. I just think he's a horse that's really coming on, and if he can draw to, get that soft run in the final, might be one at odds. But take nothing away from Sanchez. He was awesome, and Wardan Buddy he'll be better on finals night again. And Mildred Bunny was good, yeah.
bred by our great mate Scotty Robinson. Mark Hughes, I call him the mayor of Wagga. He's had a fair day out at the sales. He sold a thoroughbred today, and I believe he's got a substantial figure. I might let Hughesy break it, but I think well done to him.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a massive figure. It might have 6 zeros and a number before it. How does that sound?
Jeez, yeah, that's a big day.
Yep, it has been a huge day for Robbo, so well done to him. Great little story, and I saw Matt Jones catch up with her afterwards, Cody Rockenberger. Gee, she's having some fun with this horse, Kim Can Do.
Yeah, come to her stable as a horse that they sort of just wanted to aim at the Menangle racing with the Waratah series, and she's just gone on in leaps and bounds, consistent as ever. Took forever to win her first race for Koji. I remember doing a story on her, and I think the horse had run a string of seconds, and then all of a sudden she come on and ended up winning through to that regional championship range, and now she's won a heat of this. When she got up outside of the lead of My Little Bow and was still travelling, I was pretty confident that Code was going to put him away, just the way the horse races in a tough style. So, yeah, she's been doing the hard yards over the summer and racing in those championship races and into the cups around the Riverina. So, yeah, it didn't surprise me, but, it was good to see her pick that up.
She won the June Cup. She should have won, was it the Forbes Cup the week before? She was kicking herself. She said she learnt a very valuable lesson. So
it was somewhere up this way,
It was one of the cups anyway the week before, and going from there. The Hewitts to the fore. Sweet On Lexi beating Sinaloa and Double Lou. Some pretty class horses in this race, but Sweet On Lexi was too good.
Great drive. Jason Hewitt just caught him napping, basically. And, geez, he's got some ability, Sweet On Lexi. I know Lex Crosby's owner breeder very well, and I dare say Lex shed a tear when this horse won, and he won't be worried about me saying that. He wears his heart on his sleeve, Lex, and he'll go down there to Wagga believing that this horse can win the final. There's no doubt about that. And off his run, there's no reason to say that he can't. He was awesome. Sinaloa was good. He flashed late, gets out a bit earlier. I think he wins. Double Lou was a pass mark. Soho Dark and Stormy the same. I guess that hesitates the story out of that, but with his effort. But, take nothing away from Sweet On Lexi, and he's had that ability right through his career.
Be interesting if hesitate, because he will make the final, but it'd be interesting whether he comes back or not.
Yep.
So you haven't heard?
No, I haven't heard. I did try and touch base with Lukey today, but he's a busy man, Luke. So he'll get back to me at some stage, but I haven't heard which way they're going yet. No.
And a man in form, Will Rickson, but I tell you what, the old man's not going too bad either with Gunner Reload, Peter Nick Rickson. I don't know how many he's got. I don't know how many he's got in work, but geez, they're having a rip and run.
Yeah, they're having a really good run. I see they're taking Mishaway down for the Cup. Also on Saturday night, I had a quick chat with Will after he took out the Crown, and another big weekend for him heading to Wagga. But Gunner Reload, she's come back so well. She was the gold bracelet winner at Bathurst last year, and she's just been a sensational horse for the Kellys and the connections right throughout her career. She's won plenty of big races, plenty of prize money, and she bounced around to the chair and was strong in that heat. Peace Out's a very nice filly. I think she can make her mark in the final if she just gets that right barrier draw. And good to see Grant Jones get one into the final. Grant trains a little team of horses at Eugowra, just about 35 kilometres southeast of Parks, and he's got Always the Dawn snuck into the final on 150 to 1, and he'll be going there under no illusion. Grant, I'm sure that she'll be a definite outsider, but they've got one in a big one, and good to see him get one in there.
Yeah, Ricky Orchin didn't have the greatest of trips. That's unfortunate for Ricky, but
no, he had a bit of a rough day, Rick.
Yeah, he would have been happier staying at Menangle, I reckon, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Two things on that. Peace Out is an absolute ripper of a horse. She's just been one of those horses for the McDowells. That's just, I think she raced in nearly the bloody Nutrien race the first year, actually. I think she's pretty sure she's a Nutrien graduate and going right through. But is Grant Jones related to Blake?
No relation. Even though I kid around with both of them that they're cousins. Yeah,
Well, it is
no
New
relation.
South Wales, so you've got to be careful. You know, you're all cousins. So.
Well, Grant is the cousin to my two little girls, so I've got to give him a rap. Family relation, family ties. I got to give him a rap. I won't be invited around for breakfast on Sunday morning otherwise. So.
Yeah, it's starting to get a lot.
But
more.
he does do a good job with his team there at Ugara. I must admit that.
We only have to look at what Mark Hart. Like everyone's related. You got Harris's, Whites, Cam Hart, of course, Pete McRae. And then Trevor White again. So, yeah, there's plenty of names there that get related, that's for sure. Mataranka Park, the Mataranka guys are watching. Last week, we'll just see how Dennis goes with controlling his fingers. He sent through a, what do you call those little things? The emoji. Yeah. And I wasn't sure what it was, and then I got a message, can I take that down? Because he's not even sure what it was. It wasn't anything untoward. I think it was a pink banana, so I don't know what that's meant to represent, but I was a bit scared of that. But anyways, I left it alone. But yeah, hopefully he's got things under control today and going from there. Plenty of other stuff planned on the night, of course, the dog race, and that. So that'll be on. One thing I do love that they do, and I encourage people to get there and have a look. They involve the crowd. The throwing of the hats. I've never seen that done before. I don't know if other clubs do it, Mick. You'd know better than me, but geez, it's a great idea.
Yeah, great idea. I think that it's pretty big over in America and into Europe. And when Greg Gangle come out from Canada, he sort of it was his idea, and then Hogs and the guys down there have just adopted that and kept it running. But yeah, great idea. Gets people involved. They nearly fight each other like seagulls on a chip for a couple of the hats throughout the night. But yeah, just a great idea to get people involved. And then they've got so much happening off the track that, you know, the racing it just all ties in so well in the dog races. And you see like Michaela Towers and Ellen Jones and those guys had dogs in the races, and they're coming up in their silks with these little dogs, putting them down the track and then coming out in the next race, you know, like it's a great spectacle, Paul. And like I said earlier in the interview, hats off goes to all the crew there. They do a great job. And I really think Wagga is going to be the centerpiece for the next 2 months, and it'll be all eyes on there. And I encourage anyone to get down there if they've got to travel, make the trip. It'll be a big couple of nights.
Got the promo up here. It's Saturday night, small dog dash, fast and fun for little paws. The Wagga Pacing Cup at the Riverina Championship, kids entertainment. Hang on, so we've got a small dog dash. Oh, yep. So it's only little dogs. So it doesn't actually have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be the dash hound this year.
Is there a height limit? Do you know?
Well, Brett Hogan's going to be the adjudicator. He'll have like a little hula hoop or something. They've got to. No, I don't know about that, but he'll be there monitoring how big them dogs are. But I'd say there would be a limit. Yeah.
Poor old Hogs. He's at a cousin's. He was been at a cousin's wedding the weekend. Don't ring him early. I rang him. I think it was 7 o'clock. I don't think he was that happy with me. But anyway, that's okay. So he'll get over it.
No, he'll be right. He'll be right. It'll make up for when he rings me at 5 in the morning.
Easter Bunny appear. He does that to me too. Easter Bunny appears. Pony rides, jumping castle, face painting, ice cream van. I love an ice cream van. It's probably showing.
Yeah, so Trevor Skeen, the ice cream man there, he's a prominent owner. I'm hoping I get a free ice cream if I give him a plug.
Well,
so,
I'll give him one. I'll give him one too.
Listening.
Let's see if we get one.
Yeah, we'll get one together.
Yeah, right. And we'll tell you, Trev, we'll do a photo. We'll take a photo together of us eating one. But
sounds good.
I don't need that, and we want more people to come. We want people to come and enjoy this fabulous meeting, and that's what it is all about. You're looking forward to the nutrient race being in the Riverina. What does it mean, Michael, for people? Local people there. I see it, I suppose. I'm lucky enough to do a lot of stuff with Nutrien and get to see it. But what does it actually mean for the locals that are going to be there? Trainers, drivers. And when I say that, they could be 2 hours away. But to have $1 million race meeting at the end of May for so many people in harness racing must be a great fillet.
it's massive, and I've travelled around the Carnival Cup circuit and seen what that's done with these good horses racing, the Captain's Knocks, the Swayzes, the list goes on, and then they're only racing for 60,000. Of course, there's a $1 million bonus at the end if they win the 5 races, but these horses are racing for 200,000 at a local track. Hats go off to Mark Martin and his crew there at Nutrien for being for showing the support in Wagga and showing that, you know, Wagga is one of the best tracks in Australia. I'm pretty parochial about that. As a punter, I like punting at Wagga. As a spectator, I like watching at Wagga. It's just a really good track. It's a fast track, and it's a safe track. And the confidence that Mark and his team have to be able to put this race series on at Wagga is a real testament, and just shows it shows how good that track is and that surface. But yeah, for the locals, it'll be huge. It'll be a huge night. They've had some huge nights there over the last few years, but this will be right up there, and they'll travel from far and wide. And there's nothing better as a local spectator to see your Emma Stewarts, your big stables come from Victoria, your big stables come from up north, the Sydney stables there, and then the locals. So yeah, it's just going to be a really good mix. And I think they're going to have a Calcutta on the Friday night. I think Hogs is trying to put that together, so we'll be down there for that, and then kick off into the Saturday. It's going to have like a bit of a Wagga Cup theme from the races to it, where they have the races on the Thursday, Calcutta Thursday night, races Friday. Well, we're going to have the Calcutta Friday, and then go into the racing on the Saturday, and all of the trimmings to go with it. It's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to get down there.
Accommodation will be sorted. Also, courtesy buses are going to be happening. So anyone wondering, that'll be all sorted from that point of view, and want to have fun. And it will be the first year of a 3-year commitment, and it will be terrific. I think well done to Harness Racing New South Wales. Well done Harness Racing Victoria as well. And the industry, because I believe, and I will put my hand up, they pay me to promote their product, but we need new investment in this industry right across the board. And so
certainly.
And what these guys have done. Driving it, and last year was the first year I think in Victoria. No, it might have been last 2 years. It's been $1 million race weekend, and to take it now to regional racing, I think is outstanding. And well done, as I said, to New South Wales, Harness Racing New South Wales for embracing it as well. I'm sure they'd love it at Menangle, but I think they understand what Bardo's trying to do there. And and I think the industry needs these sorts of things. We saw what Bathurst has done. Yeah, you could take Bathurst to Menangle, same thing, but it's better off being at Bathurst. It is Bathurst. Let's keep these events there and just help these people grow.
Yeah, and they're great sporting towns. Wagga's a great sporting town, and they're cities, and the same goes for Bathurst. And there's a pub on every corner that's looking to sponsor things. There's big infrastructure in the towns. Like they talk about NRL clubs coming out to the country and stuff like that. Well, they want to come out here because of such big industry and people getting behind it, and it's no different with this race series. And like you said, Bardo obviously has a confidence in Wagga and what it can produce.
Yep, no, I totally agree. You mentioned the great man's name there before, the Canadian. I don't know if you can see the screen, but I actually bought this home for him, anyone wondering, but it is on loose lines, so I decided I'd keep it for myself. But Jody Jamieson, I just thought I'd better put a Canadian feel to it. I thought when he'd come me neighbour, he might come on the show a bit more, but I never see him. He goes. I hear him a lot. I definitely hear him a lot, but and I haven't seen Anna from Juniton log on to my show either. But anyway, I'll see if he's watching. That's for sure. But we have a slight Canadian feel, so I'm sure he's watching and pretty proud of how Wagga's trajecting, because they weren't in the bestest places there for a long time, but they're doing an awesome job now, turning it all around.
Yeah, Greg was a godsend for the area, and I was lucky enough to be the regular caller there when Greg took over, and I spent a lot of time with Greg, and just his ideas on the sport and bringing a new I suppose, vision from a Canadian standpoint and how they do things over there. And I remember having conversations with him, and he'd say, it's so different out here in Australia, but we're producing the same product.
Yep.
But yeah, he really did pick that club up, and Laura and the crew now have taken it with both hands and are running with it. So, yeah.
No, very good. Mate, thank you. Look forward to catching
No
up with
worries,
you
Paul.
Saturday night.
Yep.
Hopefully you're up for it. I'm going to put you on for some other segments from time to time when stuff's going on in New South Wales and get you on the show because I want to continue to grow it. I do. I love this sport, and I think we need to continue to grow it and get it bigger and better everywhere we can. I've got Brad Steele there from New Zealand. I definitely want more New Zealand content as well because I think we need to be able to sell this sport and really appreciate you giving me a bit of time. Darren Clayton in Queensland. I'm going to get a few people. I'm going to get someone from South Australia as well and just continually grow. I'll be in trouble. Forgot me Tasmanian friends too. I won't get Brooke Hammond on, but I will. I'll better give her a plug. There's a hook. If you're in Tassie, go to Hammond Seafood. Yeah, I do all shameless plugs. Don't you worry about that. But mate, thank you, and I really look forward to catching up with you on Saturday night. Fields aren't out yet; they'll be out tomorrow for the Riverina Paceway, and it's going to be a cracking meeting with a lot of fun. If you are a local or in the area, make sure you go there and have a bit of fun as well. Mick, thank you.
Good on you, Paul. No worries, anytime whatsoever. And I echo those thoughts. The more we can do towards the sport we love, whether it be through what you're doing here, which I think is absolutely marvellous, or, you know, as easy as a Facebook post, you know, it's whatever we can do to get people involved, and that's the main thing. So, no, happy to be involved at any time. Thanks, mate.
Just before you go, Michaela Delouche is a lady that I met at the VDM, and that is coming up. You can still get tickets, I think, for the Vincent Delaney Memorial in Ireland, and it's a must tour if you love your harness racing and want to do something different. But I got to meet her over there. But she actually put that on the other day, that harness racing, and this is an American girl who, you know, they're going a lot better than us on paper, but she was saying the same thing about micro, what do we call, buddy, influencers, micro influencers. And as long as we do something positive, Robbie Curnow said the same thing. I think there's been some negative press in South Australia recently, you know, in social media. Just do it positive. Keep growing the sport. Everyone can contribute and make a huge difference, and every little bit helps, I think. And it's not about being the best or covering everything, or, you know what I mean. It's I think it's just about promoting this great sport that we all love.
Yep, no, I couldn't have said it any better. And it's very easy to find the negatives in harness racing, but when we can find the positives, they outweigh those negatives tenfold. So, I really echo those thoughts.
Right, mate. Look forward to catching up with you.
Beauty.
And
Thanks,
we might have to throw Hogs under the bus at some stage as well, but that's okay. Thanks, mate.
Most definitely. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
There we have Michael Dumesny, and I really appreciate his time, and a lot of fun, and I look forward to catching up with him going forward. Plenty of people on, not a lot of people throwing in comments, but good to see so many people watching the show. As I said, Brad Steele, Craig Scholar, Rita Stevens, Peter Romeo, Mark Hart. Good day to you, Mark. I don't know where you are. You're travelling around everywhere, but a lot of people watching, and I just want to continue to get the message out there, and let's continue to grow this cool sport. Right, I'm going to get Hughesy on because the team at Woodlands, well, there's plenty going on in Woodlands. There always is, but of course they are sponsors. Hang on, just got to find his name. Be in trouble if I can't find his name. Hopefully this works. It generally doesn't work the second time. Ooh. I forgot to remind him, so I hope he remembers.
Hollywood, how are you?
Very well. You did, obviously. You remembered. Anyone wondering? He does know that he's live when he calls me Hollywood, so that's okay. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, very good, Collar. Very good.
I thought
beautiful. Solid day for a great mate of ours today at the William Inglis Sale in Sydney. So unbelievable.
I gave a little tease. I just had Michael Dumesny on, and I did give a little tease, but I'll leave the rest up to you, mate. On the official price, but huge result for him, and I think anyone that knows him, can only be happy for the bloke. So pretty amazing sort of figures, isn't it?
Yeah, and that sale the last couple of days. And I know this is a harness racing show, but we do the first for a minute or so. The money there has been insane the last couple of days. Robbo always rated this colt, prepared by Woodlands Stud, and it's wise to say, and I won't mention the price on air, but if anybody wants to go and have a look at the result of lot 420 at the yearling sales today in Sydney, and congratulations to Scott and his wife Kathy. Simply stunning result for anybody at any level at any yearling sale.
Yep, fair to say he's made more than a lot of the sales have made from time to time, but we won't go there. But no, it's great, and he's someone I've been very lucky with the role that I have with Campbell's Comments. He's someone that I probably would never have met as well, and he, like Dennis Howe and so many of these other guys that I watch, and yeah, they're clients. I do work for them. I promote their horses. We have a lot of fun, we have a lot of banter, but also he checks in on me when he knows I'm travelling along the road and just will ring up for a chat. Both he and myself and Brett Coffey and so many others are poor Carlton supporters, and that is something that we do cringe. But yeah, we won't go there too much. But he's a ripping guy, and if you don't know Robbo, go and see him. And the one thing he is very passionate about the job that he does and the way he prepares his horses and puts them out at sale. So I'm sure he's wrapped with that result, Hughesy.
Yeah, well, clearly one of the best preparers of yearlings at a standard bred level in this country. And today, at the thoroughbred level, and his investment, he's been in the thoroughbred, poking around, breeding a few for the last 5 or 10 years. So certainly he'd pay dirt today, and he's probably still picking himself up off the floor at home, mate, I would say. So, yeah, a crazy good result.
It is indeed, and yeah. He might be. I don't think Caff would have let him get into the pool actually, because he may not have got out today. But that's okay. So he actually, I tell you what, you want to see how to prepare horses and do that on a small scale. Go and watch how he does it. Not ridiculously small, but he works the crowd, he works the people, he knows what he's doing. That's for sure.
Yeah, he does. And look, he had a 60 to 65k average in Sydney this year, and every lot that went through, he sold. So, he's a worker at it, and he, and I'll go on record. We sold a trotting filly in Sydney via Robbo this year, and she was a top trotting lot. I What the Hill, Gary Crocker and me, and we've seen his work firsthand, and I've seen it the last 15 or so years via, shipping a lot of semen to him from our Woodlands stallions.
Yep, no, he is, and he's passionate, and like I said, if you barrack for Carlton, he's a good man to talk to, because he can always see a silver lining. He's better than me, I know that. But anyway, we won't go there. We'll leave that one alone. Right, the reason I do have you on because I like chatting to you, but that's not the major issue. You guys are the sponsors of the Nutrient Parades in Sydney and here in Victoria, and the parade is on at 12 o'clock on the Saturday. I can actually get those little dates up there, but we want to make sure people are aware of it. And basically what it involves and what happens with the parades. We want people to get to these parades and see the horses, but there is another upside. Basically, there's meals and drinks go around, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a pretty important part of the racing scene and the sales scene, I reckon, Hughesy, these parades, and they're undersold a little bit.
Oh, yeah, parades have been undersold for a long time, and it's a chance to, spot one that you may not have had the chance to look at or didn't even sight when you're, muddling your way through the catalogue. And, just to see the horse out of its environment, out of the box and wandering around there amongst a lot of people, you get a really good look at them to see how they handle the situation. And look, as you say, the bar's open, plenty of food flowing on behalf of Woodlands. So, and this is since Nutrients started, I think 5 seasons ago, we've been part of that, and quite happy to, quite proud to be part of it.
There is one issue with it. I don't get to eat because I'm generally talking, and the food is sensational. That's the best part about it. It's great food. It's food that we want people to come out and enjoy. It's not a piece of fish and some chips and that. So that's the upside to it. But generally, the poor people putting on the show don't get to enjoy it. And Huey Cathles, although hats off to Huey, he won the Gold Coronet at Bathurst the other night. He was filthy because after the last of the drinks stopped, he was the last one to go through. But Bardo looked after him. But he's like, how does that work? I can't drink before it and I couldn't drink after it because it stopped off. So, yeah, but anyway, it is a lot of fun that way.
No, it certainly is, and it's a good social occasion as well. So,
no.
Yeah. Yep.
I just had another Carlton man send me a message. I will not name him, but he actually said here, I tuned into your show to avoid the football shows and talking footy. There is a few of us, I must say. So
there's a lot of you, and it's even more fitting that the D's beat you yesterday. So, but we won't mention that I barracked from Melbourne, so it's all good.
No, Grant's got a twin brother too. He barracks for Melbourne. Nothing said there either, so don't worry. I'm used to it. It just comes from everywhere right at the minute. And just quietly too, when you are purchasing at Nutrien, don't forget to you can use your Vicbred vouchers that you have raced over the time, and I think there's quite a few of them on any of the Platinum and Vicbred Pure horses. So if the horse down the bottom is Vicbred Platinum or Pure, make sure you can then use those $5,000 vouchers and multiples of those to purchase a horse, which is going to be pretty attractive for a lot of people, Hughesy.
Oh, it certainly is. If you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 grand there to take advantage of it, get there and use it, you know. So makes a lot of sense for that to come off the bottom line for any yearling purchase in a fortnight's time.
Yep, it has indeed. I've seen some lovely horses around. As I said, I think I said on the start of the show, I was at Lee Miles's today. Saw him, but there's some beautiful horses around. The Sweet Lou of Kath McIntosh. There's a little video up on my page as well. So actually, both those horses, how's that? One's a Sweet Lou, one's a Bettor's Delight. One's out of Amarillo and one's out of a daughter of Amarillo. So there's some, anyway, looking after the Woodlands guys, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, mate. But that's that's the best families with the best stallions. So makes a lot of sense from a commercial point of view and a racetrack point of view. So that filly that Kath is taking to the sales is quite a stunning young lady, and it'll be on a lot of people's radars. If it's not the top selling filly of the sale, I'm a very bad judge. Yep,
no, it's going to create a fair bit of interest. That's for sure. We're going to be there tomorrow with Mark Barton and Bells on to go over her draft. I've done the videos, and those videos I think are up as are Colin Godden's. And I will say, anyone waiting on the Yabby Farm ones, they will be recorded, all going well, Wednesday. And most of those will start filtering out on the Wednesday night. It's a pretty busy time, and getting the right weather in Ballarat can always be a bit tricky, but the Yabby Farms draft will be going up there. Hughes, you've been plenty going on. Lather Up through interesting circumstances is now a dual Group 1 winning stallion, which is great for him. What did you say? What did you say there before? He's sleeping in plain sight, or something to that extent. How did you say?
It's one of those. It's a great saying about anybody in life or anything, like hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
So, and Lather Up's hiding in plain sight, mate. So, doesn't breed a lot of mares, mate. My Group 1 winning sire in New Zealand and Australia now. I had a Group 1 place getter as well Saturday night at Bathurst. So, for all the rah-rah about the so-called colonial stallions that were going to make a difference, when Lather Up entered the market, he entered the market against all those good ones off the track. And, mate, from a group perspective, he's owning a few of them at the moment. So, yeah.
Yep, and I think he had 2 winners on the weekend as well, and only off about 150 foals, so he's doing a magic job. And I think that's 150 foals of live foals. I don't know, about 40 each year, wasn't it not? So, yeah. So
his numbers from a live foal point of view, horses to the racetrack point of view, are quite significant.
Yep.
So, he's just, as I say, hiding in plain sight, playing his own trade. Reminds me a little bit of a horse called Sweet Lou. He'll probably never get to his magic numbers, but Lou did it off a low base. Guess what? Lather Up's doing the same thing, and we know where, and just doing a very, very good job for not a lot of money, mate. And owning a lot of these colonial horses, which I love.
It's actually quite funny. I was just looking then. I was going to say Sweet Lou won the last 2 heats of the Riverina Championships that are going to be on this Saturday night, and I just did a preview with those, which he did. Sweet on Lexi, a beautiful horse, and also going to reload for Will and Pete Rickson. But then I did notice then Kim Can Do, of course, by an American Ideal. So Woodlands had a fair day, actually, at the Riverina Paceway, as they do at quite a few places.
Yeah, it was a good afternoon there, and don't know whether it was mentioned when you were talking about, but the drive on Sweet on Lexi there in that race was quite a sight to behold. So Bernie's, I think it's his son, Jason, drove it, and mate, showed him a clean pair of heels. I've never seen a horse roll to the front at about the 500, and he stole the march, and the drive won him the race.
Yeah, no, Michael gave him a huge rap. Michael's right over that New South Wales harness racing, which is what On Loose Lines is going to do with the help of people like Woodlands and that. We're going to continue to get the message out there about a lot of the Riverina racing and get it out there, I think, because it's pretty cool racing they have in the Riverina. It's very, I don't know what the right word to say is, but it's sort of aggressive. Like, they don't knock each other over, but geez, they drive aggressive, don't they?
Oh, they do, and that Wagga track's made for speed, and especially in those summer and those early autumn months, you know. So, but there's a serious brace of very, very good horses in New South Wales at the moment, in the 3-year-old ranks and the 4-year-old ranks. Probably outstripping a lot of the other states in terms of their 3- and 4-year-olds at the moment in New South Wales.
And I think one of the reasons for there, and you know, I think it's something we definitely need to look at, but it was mentioned to me at the Sydney sales, especially with the paces there, that the incentive to have young horses, more stake money, more racing and more stake money, more futurities is one of the really important parts, and that's one of the reasons they're looking for these likely early going types at the sales, which is what we need to keep turning a dollar in this industry.
Yeah, absolutely. The early going types, and you know, New South Wales historically has had those early. There's always up and about with those guaranteed 2-year-old races, and you know, Bathurst is on in March. They have a couple of good early 2-year-old races at Menangle in February. So you know, that 2-year-old money is available in New South Wales and Perth, but other states just you know, don't have that scenario.
Got me great mate Roddy Marcia, and I might have been a week out. I was just looking. Yeah, his horse, unless he raced and run a place, but I can't think of his horse, the Karma horse. But he did win at Menangle 2 weeks ago. I danced with Karma. He ran second there to Hugo Maguire. Actually, he did go good because I saw Hugo Maguire got over the top of him. So hello to you, Roddy. Great supporter of Campbell's comments, but yeah, really good bloke. Family having a crack and that. And I think I saw a post where he said it cost him $300 to get to Menangle and back the other day with the price of fuel, Hughesy.
Wow.
It was something to that extent.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, we're all living it, but it is a bit hard, isn't it, right at the minute? So, but that little horse.
Yeah, look, absolutely, especially from a regional point of view. Yep.
Yeah, it is indeed. But they're having a fair run with this little horse. I'm going to check what he was by. I should know it. It's in the back of my mind. I don't think it's a Woodlands horse usually, but that's okay. You know how this show rolls. So it's
no, he's a rock and roll dancer, isn't he? I think
he is too. Spot on. Look at you go. Imagine if he was a filly, he would be worth anything. 120,000. He's won 10 from 42. He's out of a Christian Cullen mare, and yeah, well done to those guys. So, and he's in terrific form. So, 151 last start, beaten in 53 this start. He's got a PB of 51.9. So, it ain't over for him yet either. So he's going to have plenty of fun. That is for sure. Bettor's Delight, Hughesy, just continues to produce horses year on year. We keep waxing on about him. I did get asked today if he was going to be finished. He's a long way off finish for a while, isn't he, the old boy?
No, look, well, it's so sad in August, but there's no reason why he won't, you know, be back in the truck up again in the start of September. His semen quality was really good. Obviously, it'll be a fairly limited book. He'll be under no pressure. He'll let us know in August, but he's at the gate every morning waiting for Tony to turn up with breakfast, and he goes on the walk up, spends a leisurely amount of time on that and clocking up a few Ks. So 28 in the not too distant future is the king. So yep, he'll be in the shed in September.
Yeah, and just quickly, the other boy, well, it doesn't have to be quickly, Hughesy. I love talking to you, so it doesn't matter. But Seaside just does an awesome job. Was down at, I've seen actually a couple. Ben Stud have got one whose name escapes me what he's out of. But also the other day, being down at Good Time Lodge and saw a beautiful down by the seaside there as well. And really nice, big, precocious horse actually. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Slater's rate him because Ian sent the mare back to Seaside this season and she's in foal again to Seaside. So look forward to seeing that colt in a couple of weeks' time. And, you know, Rocky continues on. What have we just, he had 10 winners last week or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just keeps leaving them. And this, I will say, the one at Slater's is typical. It's actually built like Rocky and going from there. And, you know, I've seen quite a few of Rocky's sons actually with the Pebble Beaches this year as well, and there is that stamp. It's coming straight through him. What you see with down by the seaside, you see it in these others as well.
Yeah.
I just got a tease, Hughesy. I tell you, I can't say it, but I hate it when I get a good story tease, and I'm not allowed to say it. But stay tuned, I'd say, for some good stuff coming in harness racing very shortly, mate. So it's a little bit like our tease with Robbo. We'll tease it out there. People can find it, and yeah. But anyway, it'll be right. It'll come. So. Keep our chin up. In New Zealand, mate, things seem to be rolling along very, very well. The horses are doing an awesome job over there, but the racing in New Zealand at the minute seems terrific.
No, the racing's up and about. Harness Millions last weekend at Auckland, which for the 2 and 3 year olds, which is for the 3 year olds. Terrific up with us with Bettor's Delight, and more importantly with the Group 1 with the 2 year olds. Two of those both won by Seaside.
Yeah.
One by Seaside and one by Bettor. Sorry, my apologies. Yep. So a great week there, and obviously heading into the Easter Cup, and and then the not too distant future, the weanling sale for us.
Yeah, I've actually seen. I'm going to get into trouble here, Hughesy, because my internet's not quite as good. Yeah, I have. I've seen all four. There's 4 colts by Seaside in the sale, and I've actually seen all 4, and all 4 are a must inspect. Definitely, I can. Yep. There's one there's a little bit of debate about. I will say the guys at Durham Park have got 2 of the sale, and it's a good debate. Don't worry about that. It's which one's better. So it'll be, I don't know, how do you judge a winner when you're picking a yearling? Is it because they sell better, or which one goes on to be better, Hughesy? It's always one of those grey areas, I reckon, sometimes, isn't it?
Well, it's a very grey area, and beauty's in the eye of the beholder, mate.
Yep.
So that's what it comes down to. We all see differences in animals, and I think we probably get 3 out of 10 right as a general rule, don't we? But Durham Park is selling quite a super American Ideal colt as well. Probably I would say probably the last chance to get an American Ideal at a sale. So,
Just bear with me. Durham Park.
Out of Beach Garden.
That's it.
I've
seen
it's a ripper.
Yeah, I have seen this horse. No photos up yet, Jamie. I have definitely seen this horse, and he is a must inspect. Big, not what you'd expect either. He's big and got a little bit of bling about him, and they've got every right to be excited about this horse. It's a great family. You can see it there on there, but it's a terrific family, but not just that, just a ripping type of horse. So, both things marry up. So, and AI he's done an awesome job, hasn't he?
He has indeed, and I think his full brother goes pretty good as well. Margalee's got him, so might be undefeated from memory, and he certainly won a couple of races. Looking forward to that sale. It's a real eclectic mix, mate. 160 odd horses by a variety of size, so it'll be a very interesting sale. But I think it'll be a good one. Last chance saloon for a lot of people to get a yearling for the season, and looking forward to it.
I think I've seen. Yeah, I have too. Seen all the Sweet Loos as well. So, lovely draft of horses there as well. So, the boys are well and truly represented. But I think the main thing I want to do is make sure that, Bardo really appreciates the support that he gets from Woodlands with this parade. But we want people to get across there and patronise it. It would be easy to turn around and just keep it as a little secret. But it's about, this is how we get people to these sales. This is how we get people involved in the industry. From the ground up and have a bit of fun, mate.
Look, absolutely. Encourage people to be there on April the 11th at noon. So hopefully the weather gods play their part in Melbourne. Autumn looks fairly mild, so hopefully the weather's nice that weekend.
Me and Bardo have already had the discussion. He said the weather will be good. I said it won't, but that's okay. It generally turns. It's generally the weekend that things turn, and you get those very, very brisk mornings. But that's okay. It's fine, and I think it works. I think a lot of people are building up a bit of excitement, and I do know the Kiwis are coming. The guys from New South Wales and Queensland are coming as well. So as long as the Victorians come, mate, I think it's going to be a pretty cool sale.
As long as they're here, that'll be terrific, and. As I say, last chance saloon to get one, and looking forward to it. So, it puts a stamp on the end of the season for everybody. Yearling sales are they're a big go with that continuous sales from the start of February to the middle of April for a lot of us. So, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people looking for to hang up their shingle on that Sunday when the sale's over. So, yeah.
February 13 for me. I think the first official sale was February 8th, was it? Anyway, it was close enough to that. Anyway, I was pretty close to that. But February 13, Valentine's Day, February 14 was the first day for me. So, and she has been a long slog, and time sort of passes quick, but not as quick as you think. And they are a lot of fun though. You can meet a lot of great people. That's, I think, the one thing I enjoy, and I'm sure you do too, Hughesy.
Yeah, no, it's good to catch up and spitball and have a beer and talk to people, and get around, and you know, it's like going to a conference, I guess, except there's horses there. So it's a really good fill up. Just check the weather, Cobbler, for those 2 particular days. It says it's going to be sunny in Melbourne on the Saturday and the Sunday, 18 and 19 degrees, mate. So there you go.
Rightio. So you're on Bardo's side as well, rightio. Hopefully you guys are right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind wearing shorts. I will say Oakland Junction, you've got to wear shorts. If it's a day like that, you're crazy not to wear shorts because it does just get that little bit of humidity about that 3:30, 4 o'clock mark. But that's okay. It's fine. So.
Yeah, and get the little bit of humidity and the high UV, mate. So shorts will be out, Cobbler. Bring it on.
Shorts out, sun's out, guns out. I might have to get a new shirt. Get one of those bloody muscle tops or something like that. You reckon?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, just a quick one for everybody.
Say whatever. You can go as long as you want. You know how this show works.
Oh, yeah, no, I do indeed. Sweet Lou's book for next season nearing being full. So if anybody wants to get to the champion Australian side, they need to get in touch with me probably in the next few days. But he's being right on the money, and then we'll create a wait list for him.
So that is 2026. So it's technically this year, but this
season coming.
Yeah, upcoming season. So just so people are aware and got their bearings on that one, which is pretty important news for people to be aware of. So it does.
Yep.
He does feel fast. So yeah. We want to.
No, there's been a bit of I think everybody catches their breath after a yearling sale or the end of the season, and then the phone just started running hot in the last week. He's closing in on the old magical number again.
I'd love to say it's the award-winning show, Hughesy, but it hasn't been that this time. So, yeah. Don't know what.
No award-winning. So yeah.
Anyway, it will. Sorry.
Change of management at headquarters, so maybe we'll fill out a form next year, mate.
Change of management?
Yeah, HRA.
Oh. I was thinking at Woodlands, I'm thinking, don't tell me I've missed something important here. So, hello, Dot G. Great to see Dot there. Sorry, mate.
Just talking about your award-winning show, mate. So yeah, if you really wanted to get an award. So,
I have got one. It's over there somewhere. I think I reckon Noel Ridge sorted that one out for me.
Okay.
I might have 2 actually. Don't know, but anyway. I'd have to take Jody down if I won one of those. I can't be doing that. He's only just got up there on the wall.
Oh, you can sure you'll be able to find a room.
Yeah, I might have to make a bigger thing. I got technical issues happening everywhere.
Great. Just create your own man cave for it all. You'll be right.
I'll make a shrine around Paul Campbell. How's that sound? Because people will take me serious.
Outstanding.
People will take me serious on that. You know that, Hughes. You don't think it is serious.
Oh yeah, they'll be. I'm sure they will. And just another one from a Woodlands point of view as well. We're about to do a 3-year deal with Albion Park for sponsorship. So we'll put that to bed in the next few days. So we'll be on board at Albion Park for the next 3 years as a sponsor.
No, well, that is good news, and we want more of these sorts of things. That's what this show's about, like, because you guys are the sponsor. I'll give a shout out to High Gain. They are the best presented and have done every sale. They provide the people. Anyone wondering who does the picking? They do. They get someone in there. So, and that's the other part about the parade. Usually the guys really have a crack. I know there's a lot of banter internally as to which one's going to be best presented amongst their draft, and then there's the trying to win the whole thing as well. So it is another good part about it, but it's also good to be there to celebrate these horses winning and the staff winning. So yeah, I think actually that horse there, I think that's why Kelly's there. I think that might have been the sale topping filly, and that was best presented filly as well, I reckon, of that sale. So I'm pretty sure that was it. I can say there was a bit of debate that the person got it wrong, but she was pretty happy because it ended up being the sale topper. So I won't say who the judge was, but she might share a similar roof pattern to me. So yeah, anyway, we'll go from there. Leave it at that. We haven't had any drive-bys tonight, Hughesy. We've been on our best behaviour. But as I said, Woodlands winners will continue. Whether it is this week, we'll see how we go. We might park the bus and get through Easter, but there'll be still plenty of stuff coming out, plenty of content coming out. We've got the weanling sales coming up very shortly as well, Hughesy. And then it'll roll around very quickly. We'll be back promoting the boys and some of the big results they're getting from North America.
Yeah, no, the year just rolls on. So Woodlands sale entries close, I think, the middle of April, and the sale dates will be will be sorted after that. And yeah, mate, then we'll be on the bus to the Vincent Delaney, hopefully, if the world has calmed down a little bit in August. So and then, mate, then the boys will be on the plane and should we all go again. That time just comes around very, very quickly.
I'm already looking forward to getting cold, so then I know I'm going to get warm in Ireland. Not that it's hot, but it's a very pleasant thing over there. Very inconsiderate. You want to hope this war's over by then, wouldn't you? I don't know what these guys are doing. They're mucking up my F1 season, and then now they're mucking up me travels overseas. They're not bad, these guys.
Yeah, no, they're being fairly selfish about a lot of their behaviour. So anyway, hopefully things calm down.
No.
In the not too distant future, but who would know?
Who would know? Hughesy, thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. I think well done on behalf of Woodland, for Nutrien. I can say that thank you very much to Woodlands for their continued support of the Nutrien sales and with the parade, drinks and nibblies, but also the support behind the scenes. I know Bardo and I quite often will reach out to yourself, and there's others as well. It's not just you, but for ideas and thoughts. And I think the way that you guys managed to do it is terrific, and I think it's huge. So good for the industry as well.
Yeah, thanks, Cobb. We're proud to be part of it all, and it's all about driving the industry forward and staying relevant. And hopefully, there's a few grassroots out there that we can take along with us and just keep growing.
No, absolutely. I think there's some terrific things. As I said, the little teaser I got there, and that's as far as I'll go with it. But it is a good little teaser, and I think we've got a great industry. Let's you met Michaela over there. She said about people being micro. What's the word? I forgot the bloody influencers. Might just do everything properly on social media, and people will fall in love with the industry because it's a great industry, and we want to grow it and get more and more owners involved, which is what the sales do, and more people. Hughesy, thank you very much.
I think it's important to get those influences in, mate, So, yeah, a little bit of TikTok, a bit of this, a bit of that, So you just never know whose mind you're going to reach into to try and get into our sport.
I've been doing a bit of TikTok. I'm thinking about doing a TikTok dance. I'll see how I go.
Okay, well, that'd be solid. So, yeah.
I know my daughter won't talk to me, but that's okay. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her log on tonight, so I don't know if she's not watching me or she's probably watching, but she's not. She's away at the minute. So anyway, I've got to get her back.
Probably having a spell, mate.
I've got to get her back on the show, but anyway, she does an awesome job, my wee girl. So very proud of her. Right, great man.
Good stuff. All right, Colin, talk to you soon.
Thank you, and thank you very much to Woodlands as well, to the Kennys and to Mr. Grierson and his family too. Sorry. So, well done. Thanks, Hughesy.
No worries at all. Thanks, mate. Goodbye.
That is the team from Woodlands. As I said, if you haven't been to the Nutrien sales or the parade day, you've got to go. If you're only going to go one day, go for the parade day and just enjoy it. 12 o'clock it starts Saturday. The 11th of February, you'll be able to make your way to the races that night. There's no excuse not to be there at Melton. It'll be a great night of racing on that night. Don't know what race meeting it is, but that doesn't matter. And then the sale starts 11 o'clock the next day. So definitely no excuse. Let's go to April. And it will be that night there. Let's see what we've got on. It may not. I've done something wrong. Hang on, bear with me, because I've gone for results, which won't come up because there was no results on that date, because that day hasn't been run yet. Wouldn't that be nice if you could look it up before it happens? Anyway, we'll let that part work itself out. With 161 lots to go under the hammer, great supporters of mine have got plenty of horses in the team at Aldebaran Park. Been there and seen their draft. Very, very exciting. 17 yearlings going under the hammer, 15 trotters and 2 paces. Ride High and a Better's Wish, I believe, is one of those two trotters. So terrific little draft there. Go along to get in touch with the guys over the Easter break, Danny and Mel. They're doing videos today, so they won't be far off going up. Give them the guys a call and go and see them. Some beautifully bred 2 Walnut colts, a Tactical Landing colt, Calgary Games filly, Dancing in the Dark M is well and truly represented. I do know also Sky Valley. We keep shaking our head, Duncan and I. I've got 2 Sky Valleys. Butler's Wharf won a couple of weeks ago by him. It's Sky Valley doing an awesome job. Aldebaran Dexter winning today is he's an Aldebaran Eagle, I think, out of the Sky Valley. But Sky Valley mares, they leave winners everywhere. It's yep, just a terrific family. So make sure you go and support those guys. What month's this? That's in March. It didn't change. That's why. I have to hit that other button. So getting that to go now. But yeah, so make sure you go and check out their draft. Brecon Farms. Brecon Farms have unearthed another one. They had meant to be win the 3-year-old trotter of the year. Our Cold is now 2 from 2. The daughter of Father Patrick out of Cheeky Babe. Raced by Tony Hurley and a couple of owners. The Greens and Smiths. But yeah, good to see they've got themselves another horse bred by Brecon Farms, Our Colt. Make sure you get in touch with those guys. I am going to be back over in New Zealand very, very shortly to look after the guys that are looking after me with Brecon Farms and Woodlands Stud. We will also be catching up with, I forgot his name. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll be catching up with a couple of the other people there as well. And I will say, when I choose to stay in the or on the South Island, always stay with the guys from Patterson's Hospitality, Hotel Montreal or the Commodore Hotel. Go to www.and either one, Hotel Montreal or commodorehotel.com.nz.co.nz. Make sure you go and stay with those guys. Patterson's race horses support these guys that support us. So that part is always very, very important. We'll turn that one off. Nutrient one's been going, and the team from Yabby Dam Farms have got 13 yearlings to go through. Again, some exciting bred horses, some unique bred ones as well. They've actually got a trotting bred pacer, no, a pacing, they've got an EL Titan. They've got an EL Titan out of a Better's Delight, and they've got, I've better look this up now that I've got myself into this tangle. Bear with me. It's out of a Ready Cash mare, but I can't remember what it's by. One thing about it, I know where to go for the preparers, because you go down the bottom, Yabby Dam Farms, and Better's Wish, Sounds of Cash. So there you are. So it's this horse here. So by a pacer out of a trotting bred mare who did pace, Sounds of Cash. She won 9 wins, including in the in New Zealand. $123,000 in stakes, being by Better's Wishes, a Better's Delight. Better's Delight can leave winners, Better's Wishes left winners as well. So pretty cool one there to look up. And then the other one is this one here, Roxy Maguire. So Roxy Maguire is by EL Titan, and I saw some Nathan Jack sent me a video the other day of the one he bought in New Zealand. Already in the cart trotting around. Some nice wraps on these guys. The son of Muscle Hill, we know what sort of job they do. And Roxy Maguire is a Better's Delight mare out of a Christian Cullen mare in Zenda Starbuck. And you can see there she's had, this is only her second foal. Her first was by Volstead, that being Third Eye, who's won 4. And Pat's putting his money where his mouth is and going back to it. So a couple of little unique ones there to go through. But you'll see the full draft. They've got, what have they got? 6 EL Titans, and on a streak, good wraps on those guys. FaceTime Bourbon, always ready. 1 Walner filly out of Dance Craze. I thought there was FaceTime Bourbon out of Glenferrie Burn. I thought there was 2. There is 2. Arbo, another filly. So Walner, Arbo filly, and the Ekery D exclusive jet. Seen them all. We'll look forward to doing the videos this week. But please, as I say, support the guys that support me, but support the guys that support the industry as well. If they don't support me, I don't care. Support whoever it is. Get out there and look after these guys that are putting their money up for us and looking after us. It's pretty important. Did see, now we'll go to the results. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, hang on. Let's see. I don't know if they'd have a 2-year-old. I should have done this while Hughesy was on. Pinjar, I don't think they had a 2-year-old on today, but we had a formula last year. They kept being won by the guys from Woodlands Stud. No. So let's see who won the trot. Majestic Sun, Jamal Franco, Myra Dream. Actually, Gawler, Duncan McPherson. Hello to you, my friend. Duncan's just tuned in. Mark Hart's still there. G'day, Marky. Don't know if Cam went to Goulburn today. One of the big problems when you say you want to get the best drivers to these regional tracks, one thing about Cam Hart, he's always there. Will Rixon, they're always there. They're good boys. They look after it. Actually, here we go. Look at that. Looking after him at the right time. Oh, no, she's out of a sundial mare, but that's okay. The Gawler, Podiatry Care Gawler Hambletonian Trotters Cup was won by Aldebaran Dexter. Now puts him over $100,000 in stakes. But I also like the stake money there for the guys at Gawler with their Gawler Cup. So well done to those guys there. So put him over the $100,000 today. He was on 94,000, and I'm presuming that he'll get more than 6 of the 11, but he'll be over that $100,000 mark. So well done to Ryan Roharic and everyone involved there, beating all the tricks. And is that a bid? Going from there, and yes, that was a horse. That's how he was bought. And the Gawler Cup, another $11,000 race, was taken out by Better Zip It, by Better Than Cheddar out of Nile Star, bred by Alabar, owned by Mickey Boots. And again, Ryan Roharic there in the cup, being Classic Line. There were a couple of nice runs. I did watch it. All the Rage, yeah, I thought that. All the Rage went terrific. And he's finished back here. He went awesome. He was Stone Motherless last, but did an awesome job and went from there. So I'm having a bit of frustration tonight. Anyone wondering why I'm doing this? Duncan McPherson has actually put the Aldebaran Eagle hot to trot. Of course, he's standing exclusively in New Zealand, and we will touch on that as well. And because we've got to congratulate Duncan for winning the Gordon Rothicker medal, I might actually try and do some catch-ups with a lot of the people that did win medals on that night. Katrina Fitzpatrick is one. I think I've got to congratulate her, and there's a few other people that did win awards on that night, which we will get to. Just been a little bit snowed under. Try to do too much sometimes, burn myself out, just trying to look after myself a bit, but we will catch up with those while it's a little bit quieter. But of course, we will do a Gordon Rothicker medal with Duncan McPherson post the sales, and that's all it'll be about his journey in the industry. So that will be coming up at some stage. But I got the wrong banner up while I'm talking about Duncan there. Look at that. So he's selling 17. So anyway, we'll look after him. Rightio, sales are coming up next week. I'm going to be in Wagga Saturday night for their big meeting in there. So I encourage people to tune into that. Riverina Paceway, going to be a lot of fun. If you're anywhere near the area, bring your small dog along and have a little bit of fun. And then the following week, it will be all go with the Nutrient Sale, the last in Melbourne. Starts the 10th. A lot of horses will be getting in there on the 9th, the 10th. Parade on the 11th and the sale on the 12th. So, and just to confuse you, I think Daylight Savings finishes that same weekend, but the parade is on the 12th. It is on the date of the 11th at 12 o'clock. And the sale is on the 12th of April at 11 o'clock. I like my numbers. That's one that's just got me. I'm very happy with that, pretty happy with that. So anyway, small things, amuse small minds. Right, thank you. On Loose Lines is going nowhere. The show will change a little bit. As I said, Mick Dumesny just then. I want to get the great man back on and talk a few greyhounds from time to time as well. He's become the voice of greyhounds as well. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some guys from South Australia because I think South Australia is doing an awesome job. Things are on the up. Not all of their prize money is. Just having a quick look there, but they were at $11,000. There was an $8,000 race 5, $5,000, 11, 5, and 5, and $8,000 the last taken out by Hayok for Dean Girardi. Mojito Madness and Candice Lane did actually listen to that race. Oh, that's what I was going to do. There was a two two-year-olds at Maryborough today. Nathan Rice, hello to you, Nathan, because great supporter of Medowie Lodge. Darren Ray and the crew, so hope you're well, mate. The two-year-old today was taken out by Boisterous, first starter by Tall Dark Stranger out of Minjag for Ben Stud Standardbreds. He was terrific, did an awesome job there, beating Sterling GG. I'll tell you, Paul Greg, he's got a nice little horse there, did a really nice job actually. A little bit green up the straight, but was very, very nice in that run. And then all you have to do is trot and do everything right, and the daughter of Pastor Stephen in Zipping Past did just that. She just trotted and behaved herself, beating Insulator, Royal Gala and Majestic Lord. There was a couple of big runs in that race, but at the end of the day, you just have to trot all the way. And yeah, well done to Glenn Hunter and Nathan Jack, and because Glenn's great mates with Huey Cathles, who took out the gold coronet the other day. So yeah, terrific. So there, Duncan's just put down the bottom. Port Pirie Trotters Cup is $26,000 in 3 weeks. Unfortunately, I think you've got to be South Australian trained to be able to be eligible for that and send the horses there. And then the other logistic nightmare they've got is it's at Port Pirie, so it's a long way above Adelaide. So just makes it a little bit tricky. I think they're already realising a couple of the issues with that, but that's exciting prize money, $26,000, and they're having a lot of these schemes along the way to keep getting people going there. I think, don't be mistaken, what I've been saying about New South Wales, I'm saying the same thing about Victoria. When we've had those Trotters Cups going and all these other, the Summer of Carnival, it was awesome. We had all the best horses here racing, and I think these carnivals targeting people for short periods of time, getting them to the races is really, really exciting, and I think that's what we've got to do with harness racing. Don't try and get everyone to every meeting day in, day out. Let's target the right ones and go from there. So anyway, rightio, that'll do. That is a bit of a wrap for tonight's show on Loose Lines. We'll be back. I'll be back next Monday night, Easter Monday. Yeah, I think I'll be back Monday, Tuesday. Stay tuned. I don't actually advertise what I'm doing too often. We'll have a wrap of Wagga. We'll also have a bit more of a preview. Might get Bardo on with some last minute previews. Could even get Duncan on, Pat on. We could do that. Geez, that'd be dangerous if I opened it up to everyone, but we'll see what we can do. We will get plenty of information. Stay tuned to Campbell's Comments for a lot more content around the sale coming up, and then harness racing in general. But thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you guys all next time. Hopefully next Monday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you then.